Hi, everybody. Corrie Thorne, the spiritual healer, coming in to do my channel messages. And this one's for the last 2 weeks of May. Sorry, I have not been in. This is a collective, not a personal reading. And it's not replacing a medical, psychological. And I'm just getting down to the last two. We're at Aquarius and Leo. And I think that I'm finally done. Been days trying to get these out. I can only do these in between. Or when I have a message. And if I don't have a message, I don't have one because I'm channeling them. I don't just come in and read the cards, which maybe I should start doing. So the cards are used not always as the meaning of the cards, but as they resonate for validation for my messages. So you're thinking, that's not what the card is. Well, it is today. It is in this reading. It is in, and I've learned to trust that. I've learned to trust the divine because these cards are divinations and I am a divination. So I'm a channel who opens myself up to let the messages come through. So for you, Aquarius, I feel like that's part of your story is remembering who you are and what you are, remembering your strengths, remembering that the inspiration you need is inside of you and that you are a part of the divine and there is a divine plan and divine intervention at work for you. If you've been stumbling, there is some serious divine interventions that's been happening around you. And you have the Fool in reverse, and you have the Strength in reverse. You have the Justice in reverse. You have the Page of Wands in reverse, and then you have the Star in the upright. I'm going to stop. No. I'm like, no, you're not. You're going to take the validation from the bottom. And so I got the Four Swords at the bottom and that sense of like sleeping with one hand on the sword, waiting for the, it's like not fully being able to trust and safe. And I feel like now I feel like this is kind of what the story has been. You have been really challenged to just like, I don't know who I'm going to trust. I don't know where, I don't know what to trust. I can't trust myself. And I feel like the Fool was coming in reverse. And the Fool to me really represents, that new beginnings that start over. It's in the hero's journey. It is in that, it's in the whole, in the wholeness of the completion of cycles. I feel like it's like, so the Fool is also like uh willing to take a chance. And I feel like it's like you've been a little bit fearful. You've been very courageous most of your life. And I feel like you've been trying to play it safe. And now you're being told that all things are in your hands. I feel like this is the beginning of something of greatness that is possible, but it's not fully coming. You're not trusting his strength. It's like your own strength, your own courage. Just trusting that innate. The Star is really telling me that you are to honor, and it's like it all comes. Everything comes from the same place. It's all universal. It all comes from the same place. Think of wholeness. Think of oneness. Think of the universal laws. I feel like the universal laws, like you got to look at the universal laws and then look at your virtues and are you living your virtuous life? Are you being honest with yourself? Are you showing yourself dignity? Are you respecting yourself? Are you honoring all parts of who you are and what you are, Aquarius? Because I feel like it's like you might have been you are a part of the universal threads and webs of the new optics of the world, and you're going to be needed. And if you look real close, it's like you see the sunflower there, and one has the sunflower, and it's like pouring out and pouring back in, and it's like so it's like peeing in the water and then pouring from another spot in the same water and believing that the peanut can go in that water. And so it's like, where have you been looking? What have you been ignoring? What is, it's like it's all still in the same, but is it being cleansed? And so transmutation is what I'm getting. I feel like the stars are aligning because the energy is transmuting. If you could just let go, you have to let go. And I feel like it's like justice, it's like you're waiting for justice. You're waiting for the validation. You're waiting for something to come in here that's not going to ever come. I feel like there's a sense of freedom. I have the Page of Wands, and it's like apples and oranges, right? It's in that comparison. I'm going back to the universal laws. I am in like seriously in the universal laws for you and comparison. And until you got something to compare it to, you have nothing. But now you have a lot. You have a lot of life experience. You have a lot of things compared to. So you're warranted in your doubt and in your fear stories. You're warranted to know that humanity can be the worst of humanity, that not everything is all good. But you know who you are at the core of you. You know that you have overcome some of your greatest challenges, and you've had to face some of your greatest enemies. Believing in the strength in you, to know that it is time for you to stand up and to stand strong and to stand in your light, knowing that it's like everything is falling into place, but all the stars has to fall. And and I'm like, and I just feel like um, there's energy, there's lack of energy in some of the stars, or lack of energy. There's a lack of truth in some of the things that are now imposter light. And I feel like you're going to see imposter light fall, crumble, fall down. And I just feel like it's going to be some sort of lift back up. Everybody keeps getting Maria today, keeps getting the medicine woman. I feel like it's a paradox. Don't play victim and don't play the fool. Ah, don't play victim and don't play the fool. You're not a fool. You are good at kind of um, you're good at kind of acting out some of your emotions as a truth, but they're not really your truth. Um, just reading my phone, YouTube started to pop up. I'm like, how's that coming on? And so then it's like I feel like it's like you tell yourself the lone story, the lone wolf story too often, and you're not. You're here to be a part of the collective, the shadow self. It's like you're holding up your shadow right now, and you have to just start to fall into the flow. Let go of wherever you've been stuck and grounded, and just trust that it's like stars are aligning. You have to get into the flow with your team, with the sisterhood, with a come together, because um you're not very good at pretending you're okay when you're not. So you're very real, you're very authentic. So you're not very good at faking it until you make it. And there's just a lot of things that are at play here. And I have the medicine woman Marie who's back again for Aquarius. And I keep playing these out. So rooted and grounded in the roots of us. So the ancestral story. So I have a lot of like ancestral healing that is being taken place. A lot of things that are now done. A lot of endings. But I have intestinal stories, parasite energy coming in. And I'm like, I just feel like there's a healing that's happening, but you're connecting with all of your right people and all the people you're meant to be with. And as much as you're a lone wolf, you're not really a lone wolf. And I'm looking down, I'm looking at Marie, and this is my deck of oracles that are not out yet. And it's like the medicine woman. And I feel like this is coming in for a generational healing. There's some sort of generational healing that has to be complete before everything else comes full circle. I feel like for some of you, I keep seeing the peaks of houses, like peaks of houses, and they're not like temples. They're not like pyramids, they're houses, almost like you're moving into a new area, a new home. There's some moving coming, but it's the roof. Like be sure of the roof. Check out the roof. Have a look at the roof. And I was just thinking, I think there's a leak in the roof here because I see something spreading. Um, but there's something that is playing out here for us that is showing itself. Um, it's like put your hand, you can place your hand into your future and knowing that it's going to be okay because the guides are telling you so. But there's a lot of things that are right here, right now. I feel like you've had to mask and keep a lot of secrets or a lot of stories in of what's really happening out in the world, but you will be rewarded. You will be rewarded. There's like looking through the glass. I feel like we're looking out. You're looking out through the window at life. And I feel like you're like you're not a ghost of the past, you're a piece of the future and you're being kept safe. I keep seeing icicles coming down off a house. Like you're looking out through the windows of a house and there's icicles looking at you. And you will be moving into your house and into your home. Everything feels like it's coming into alignment. This is strong, like third eye connection. It's like you have seen it before, you know it to be true, and it's like existing in your world. And so, like that star quality of you illuminating, you are illuminating your light and your light within. And see, I got the 10 of cups and there's the house and defying all odds. It's like just when you think it can't, it will. And it's like you're defying all odds, and just like the cat lands back up on her feet all the time. So, if she falls, she lands on her feet. That's kind of the energy that's with you. But you're in creation right now, and things are in creation. I feel like there's the rainbow, the sunshine. It's like just feels like things are not always there, but things are. We have the Emperor, which also brings in like that Aries energy, the fire energy. And so it may be like you may have to get through this season and get into the next season before all of this unfolds. But it's like take charge. passion, desire, like your passion is coming back, your drive is coming back, your desire is coming back. And I feel like if you're single and you're on the quest for somebody and you're waiting for someone to come into your life, I feel like that's like, it's like you're just illuminating this powerful light energy that just draws in the right person for you, the right energy for you. And I just like, it just feels right. Everything just feels like, even though it's wrong right now, everything feels right. Everything is moving into a right energy. There's so things that have been done wrong will be corrected, and we're going to, courses are being corrected. There's a right way of, there's a passage to the right righteousness that is showing up for you, and there's a shift and a change, and there's a move. And so your patience is being required right now, because there's a reason why you're being held to where you are, and a reason why things are like they are. And just keep looking and exploring, and know that all these new things are on its way into your life. A home, it could be a relationship, um, an opportunity, but you are your shining star. You are in that star, that beautiful illuminating light that shines upon you, that says, you are here to be of service, you're here to live on purpose, or you're here for something, hasn't faded. It's not gone. It's just waiting for everything else to fall in place, including your attitude. So getting yourself in check with you and getting clear with yourself is very important this month. Have a beautiful rest of May. I'll see you in June. Bye bye.